Welcome, everybody, to the Sunshine State's only true sports talk radio show where we focus on the teams and the topics important to you, the sports fan in Florida. We are Game On with Bianchi and Kravitz. I happen to be Bianchi, Mike Bianchi, the Bulldog, sports columnist of the Orlando Sentinel. He is Kravitz, Brandon Kravitz, the hardest working man in sports media. And that man right over there behind the glass, that is primetime Jaden Grime, the executive producer today, the man who puts the go in the show. We are coming to you live from Orlando. That's where our studios are, but we're also broadcasting live in Jacksonville, in Tallahassee, and all points in between on the iHeart Radio app and the YouTube machine. We want to hear from you throughout the course of the show. Very easy to communicate with us. You can hit us up on the Mills Air text line 50857, or you can enter the Rage Cage. If you dare, press that little red microphone at the top of the page on the iHeart app, and you can rage away, and we will rage back at you. We'll play the best of them later in the show. Isn't that right, Krabby Krabs?
You got that right. We love hearing from our loyal legion, the Game Heads. I just found out that the Magic game starts at 7:30. I did not know that until 2 seconds ago. I thought, let me just pull up the tail of the tape in case Bianchi needs a breakdown here, and it says 7:30 p.m. start. Usually, I've got a good grasp on the tip time at the start of the day. I did not know. I figured it was.
I wonder why you were going to rush out today.
I don't need to. I've got plenty of time now. Just 7 o'clock, so plenty of time. I can eat slowly in the media room. It'll be a nice night.
Absolutely. Hopefully, we'll have some good food for you tonight. Let's get to highlights and headlines. We'll get to the Magic momentarily, but first, big news in the NFL. The Colts have given former Florida Gators quarterback Anthony Richardson permission to seek a trade. Richardson, of course, full overall pick 4 seasons ago, has been riddled with injuries, battled injuries numerous times, was beaten out by veteran Daniel Jones in a preseason quarterback battle last season. Now with Jones slated to be re-signed by the Colts and continue as their starter, Richardson faces an uncertain path forward. I don't think it's so uncertain, Kravitz, because he is perfect for your Dolphins. They're not going to be any good anyway this season. He's on a rookie contract, so he's cheap. $5 million a year, $5 million this year, I think. He's at least exciting. He'll be entertaining for as long as he's healthy. Kravitz, admit it. You would be excited if Anthony Richardson were the quarterback of your Dolphins. Admit it.
No, I will not admit it. I was not an Anthony Richardson guy coming out of Florida. I've not been an Anthony Richardson guy since.
I'm not saying he's the future. I'm not saying he's the future of the franchise. I'm saying for this one tanking season, you would be excited with Anthony Richardson back there.
I mean, it's a spectrum. Would I be more excited about Anthony Richardson than Quinn Ewers? Yes. Yes, I would be.
Or Tua.
I am over Tua, yes. I clearly have made that known on this show. I'd still prefer Malik Willis. But yeah, I guess if the goal is lose a lot of games but be entertaining in the process, I guess he's the best option.
That's all I'm saying.
But you said excited. I'm not excited. I'm not excited about my team being the worst team in the NFL. That doesn't excite. It's the right move for them structurally, but I'm not excited about it. Oh, I can't wait to watch Anthony Richardson throw on a Sunday. No.
Stop it. You would have him on your fantasy
team. In a heartbeat, Mike. Are you kidding me? The rushing upside? The touchdowns? Different story. Oh, you know what? Now that you mention it, I don't think I've ever had a Dolphins quarterback in fantasy. This could be the one. I'm in.
Absolutely.
I'm in. It took you a couple of minutes, but you sold me.
There you go. All right, to the Magic. Hopefully they can carry over their momentum from the West Coast road trip back home tonight when they host the formidable Houston Rockets. Kevin Durant at the Kia Center. Here's Coach Mosley talking about how sweet it is to be back home.
Let's take this momentum and go back home to our fans who we know how supportive they are. Our building is going to be rocking. Like, we have some of the best fans in the NBA, and our ability to be in front of them, to play the way that we know how to, both defensively and offensively. There's a joy to watch when we're at home playing basketball.
Does every coach say they have the best fans in the NBA?
I assume so. I don't listen intently to every coach's post-game address, just every once in a while. But I would assume that most would say that. Yeah. You're not going to be like, well, our fan base is like maybe top 12 at best, you know?
And that's only if the tourists pack the empty seats like they do in Orlando.
Well, listen, but he's not. I don't know where the Magic rank as far as their fan base goes, but when that place is rocking, I'm not talking about attendance. I'm talking about the energy in the building, because I watch a lot of basketball. There's a lot of buildings that are bringing it with the energy. I think the Magic are up there on big games.
That's right. When the Knicks are in town, those Knicks fans are very loud at Kia Center. No question.
That is part of it. That definitely did. When Miami's in town, Golden State, somehow a bunch of people from San Francisco live here all of a sudden. There is an energy, because I think Magic fans feel like they have to match the noise that's coming from the opposition. And so it makes it for a really fun atmosphere, even if it's obviously a transient town, then there's a lot of fans sometimes for the other team. But the energy in that building is tremendous. So I'm with Mosley, probably one of the best.
The Magic were 3-1 on the road trip. Obviously, they need to keep winning to avoid the play. And right now, the Magic are only a half game behind Philly for the 6th seed, only 2 games behind Toronto for the 5th seed. Crabs, there's a very good chance the Magic can advance up the bracket. Not saying they're going to get to the 4th seed, but I think they could easily get to the 5 seed.
Absolutely. I think that's very much in play. They have, I believe, one of the easiest remaining strength of schedules in the NBA. Their toughest days are behind them. Up to this point in the season, the Magic are the most traveled team in the NBA. Part of that is because they went overseas, but even without that, they have been all over the place. Strength of schedule remaining right now, they are 11th in the NBA. It's a little bit tougher than I thought, but a lot of tanking teams coming up, and the Magic are only going to get better, knock on wood, as far as the guys. They're still waiting on a key contributor to come back that's going to help with winning, and that's Franz Wagner, and he should be back sooner rather than later. So I think that's very much in play. Philadelphia is slipping right now, and Toronto is just kind of a middle-of-the-road Eastern Conference team. So the Magic should be better than them.
Do we know the status on Jalen Suggs tonight?
That was exactly what I was just looking up. I have not seen an update. He is still listed as questionable the last I saw, but I'll give you an update as soon as we receive it.
How about that red-hot Florida Gators basketball team? Alex Condon scores 23 points. Boogie Fland had 22 last night. And number 7, Florida beat Texas 84-71 for their 8th consecutive victory. Here's Coach Todd Golden after the game.
Not necessarily like to pick on any of their players, but Alex is a really tough cover at the 4. When you're guarding him with a perimeter player, it's going to be a really tough matchup. He does a good job of being able to space the floor and then attack downhill when he has a smaller guy on him, and playing under control and with good poise. So we thought we had a little bit of an advantage, at the 4 in regards to getting him the ball and letting him, make plays. And he was fantastic again tonight, obviously 10 for 12, 3 assists, no turnovers, 4 blocks, 4 rebounds. Yeah, hit a monster game for us tonight.
Alex Condon and that Gator front line is the best in the country. No question about it. Florida's won 7 straight SEC road games. They've outscored their last 8 opponents by an average of 20.5 points per game. They are rounding in the form. Kravitz, you said the other day you don't think the Gators can make it to a 1 seed. I would disagree with you, because they are one of the hottest, if not the hottest teams in the country. They're blowing out their opponents now. If they roll through the rest of their schedule and roll through the SEC tournament, they'll be a 1 seed.
Well, the problem is that there's only 4 of them, and right. Duke is not giving theirs up. And if Michigan wins the Big Ten, they're not giving theirs up. They've been better all year. So that's 2. You're going to get a 1 seed from the Big 12, guaranteed. Iowa State, Houston, Arizona. That's 3. Now there's one seed left. So that would be between UConn and Florida or a second Big 12 school. I think it's just more of, it's not that they can't do it. It's that the chances are they are not going to do it because the teams in front of them, it's much more about the teams in front of them than it is about Florida. Florida's putting together a 1 seed sort of resume, but so are about 6 teams that stand in front of them right now that all have a legitimate claim for it and could win a conference. So that is what stands in front of Florida. But run through the SEC tournament, win a bunch of games by double digits, and maybe we'll be having a different conversation by the middle of March.
Real quick, the U.S. Men's Olympic gold hockey ratings came in for their victory over Canada. 26 million viewers for that game. According to Nielsen, it's the most watched sporting event on record with a start time before 9 a.m. Eastern time. And yeah, if that game had been started at like 3 or 4 o'clock, that would have been like 40 million viewers watch that thing.
Yes. This is why sports are so valuable and why all these athletes are making more money than ever before. There's so much competition out there for streaming services and live platforms and all of that, and there is just nothing that touches sports. The passion, the viewership, the sponsor dollars that can be sold within those products. It's just, it's like the one thing on live TV that is still sustaining and still is as popular as ever, and it's awesome to see because it's the world that we live in.
And those are your highlights and headlines.
Coming up next, the Jacksonville Jaguars are headed to Orlando in 2027, but will they embrace Orlando more than ever? We'll dig into that next.
With Bianchi and Kravitz.
The last thing you want is an air conditioning company that cycles through technicians like they're power forwards in the transfer portal. You want to work with companies that treat people well because those are the ones that are going to treat you well. Mills Air is that company. They're family owned and operated. They provided affordable, family-friendly HVAC services across Central Florida since 1992. So if your system is acting up, you just want to get ahead of things, give Leon and Mills Air a call to be the easiest decision you made all year long. The number to call, 407-277-1159, and online you can find them at millsair.com.
It's the Bulldog, Mike Bianchi. Are you ready for a weekend getaway that's got something for everyone? Then pack your bags and head to Mission Resort and Club in beautiful Howey in the Hills, just a short drive from Orlando, right there next to Claremont. Mission Resort is renowned for its 2 stunning championship golf courses. I love playing El Campeon, the champion. It was founded in 1917 and is one of the most storied courses in the Southeast. Book your tee times, and when you check in at the pro shop, tell them the Bulldog sent you and you'll get a free bucket of range balls. But there's more than just golf. How about renting a boat at the marina and exploring the largest chain of lakes in Florida? And when the day winds down, relax at the spa or one of their fabulous on-site restaurants, including the newly opened Conquistador, born from Mission Resort's historic Spanish-accented past. Mission Resort would also like to invite everyone out to the Howey Artesian Market, February 28th from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. For more information on the market or to book reservations for the restaurant, hotel, or golf tee times, go to missionresortandclub.com. Mission Resort and Club, your next great escape is closer than you think.
Bit of a slow ride this afternoon. I-4 eastbound between 192 and 535. Accident reported blocking the right shoulder. I-4 westbound before Colonial Drive. And tapping the brakes, I-4 westbound between Sand Lake Road and 536. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Katie Wilkins.
This report is sponsored by Staples. Staples has hot deals and super low prices on everything for your business. And right now, brand your business at Staples with up to 30% off custom labels. Exclusions apply. Shop Staples in-store, online, or in the app. Ends April 18th. Visit staples.com/print for details.
Daytona Bike Week is back, February 27th through March 8th, and there's no better place to celebrate than the iconic Daytona International Speedway, home to the area's largest motorcycle marketplace with free demo rides, top manufacturer displays, Harley-Davidson Thunder Rally, and more. Experience 10 days of non-stop action, including Daytona Supercross, Daytona Short Track Racing, and it all leads up to the legendary Daytona 200. Visit DaytonaInternationalSpeedway.com to learn more.
At Crush Yard, pickleball is just the beginning. You'll find a full restaurant and bar, arcade games, and plenty of space to hang out with friends. What starts as a few games often turns into food, drinks, and losing track of time. Play a match, grab a bite, catch up, or stay a while. Whether you're competitive, casual, or just along for the fun, there's something here for everyone. Learn more at crushYard.com.
Looking for the best in flag football? iFlag is the Guinness World Record holder, hosting elite flag football tournaments nationwide for boys, girls, high school girls, and adults. Join the movement. Visit iflag.org today.
Orlando Magic basketball lives here on 96.9 The Game, and your Game Day Magic coverage is powered by IBEW Local 606. Proud to serve electrical workers across Central Florida, providing its members with a supportive community, training, valuable benefits, and advancement opportunities. IBEW Local 606 has been powering and serving Central Florida for over 75 years, and they are the dream team for electrical workers across this area. For more info, head to IBEWLocal606.org and go Magic.
Jackson Hewitt knows taxes are complicated, and with multiple jobs and tax forms, they're like, it's not complicated. Our no surprise pricing keeps things simple. Jackson Hewitt does your taxes for only $149 or less. And since we know all the new tax codes, you could get thousands back. So what are you waiting for? Hurry. File with Jackson Hewitt today for only $149 or less, guaranteed. Limited time offer for new clients on federal returns. Participating locations only. Terms at jacksonhewitt.com/149.
You still got it, but your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Sound familiar? At Mattress Firm, we understand there are many problems that can keep you up at night, like snoring, aches and pains, or sleeping on. Our sleep experts have the unrivaled know-how to match you with a mattress that can help. And now at Mattress Firm, upgrade to a Tempur-Pedic and learn how you can get 3% back plus an instant gift. For the great sleep you deserve, visit Mattress Firm. We make sleep easy. Restrictions apply. See store or website for details.
We are Orlando Sports Leader, broadcasting live from the FM 96.9 The Game studio. Brought to you by the Nickley Group, Orlando's home team. Doing real estate differently. TheNickleyGroup.com.
I'm Daniel Jeremiah.
And I am Greg Rosenthal.
I know that, Greg. We're teaming up on 40s and Free Agents, the podcast that owns the NFL offseason.
This is where teams are built. Free agency, the combine, pro days, trades. Every move matters.
From my draft boards and mock drafts
to my vaunted top 101 free agents and how rosters come together.
Quarterback movement,
surprise signings.
We'll tell you what it means and who really wins. Open your free iHeart radio app, search 40s and Free Agents, and listen now.
When you're buying a home, who you work with matters as much as anything else in the process. That's why you need Kevin Krager with LPT Realty on your side. Kevin doesn't just unlock doors. He brings a deep knowledge of market trends, the latest home buyer programs, and cutting-edge real estate technology. But what truly sets him apart is twofold. Kevin's strong background in construction certainly helps, and the understanding of the investment side of home buying. Any expert you talk to says that using an agent who is also an investor is the true cheat code to doing this home buying endeavor in the best possible way. Kevin knows what to look for so that you don't end up in a money pit. From foundation to roofline, he's focused on protecting your investment every step of the way. And even after closing, his service doesn't stop there. Kevin has the resources to help with repairs or any upgrades that you may need. Call Kevin Krager with LPT Realty today. Your future home will thank you.
Tonight, it's UCF Sports on The Game as the Knights host rival Baylor. Our coverage begins at 7:30. Tip time is 8 p.m. Catch every minute on your exclusive home for UCF Sports. FM 96.9 The Game, AM 740, and streaming on the absolutely free iHeart Radio app. Now back to Game On with Bianchi and Kravitz.
My Jacksonville Jaguars, it's been announced they and the Washington Commanders will be the host teams for the NFL's 3 London games in 2026. The Jaguars, who played in London every year since, I believe, 2013, except for 2020 during COVID, they will play 2 home games in London for the first time. Now, they played 2 home games in Europe before, but not 2 home games in London. This will be the first time for that. They'll play one at Wembley Stadium and the other at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. I guess they'll be on back-to-back weeks. They haven't announced when it is because the schedule hasn't come out yet, but the Jaguars will play 2 home games in London this year. And I realize, Kravitz, that the Jaguars have established a nice little niche audience in London, and it's fine that they play 1 game a year in London. But you know what? I've said this for a long time, and I'm gonna say this until I can't say it anymore. They're going to be playing a full season here in Orlando in 2027. We know that. Orlando is and has been Jacksonville's biggest TV market, even bigger than the home market itself in Jacksonville. And again, I've been saying this for years. The Jaguars should play 1 regular season game per year in Orlando, especially now that they will become, we're going to be their second home in 2027. I mean, you want to talk about locking down the biggest TV market in the country without an NFL team or a Major League Baseball team, that being Orlando. Jacksonville can easily, the Jaguars can easily do that. So we need to make that happen, don't we?
Yeah, I mean, if you want my full opinion, a full and honest opinion, they should just move here.
Well, that's not going to happen.
I know that's not going to happen, but I also don't think this is going to happen. So I thought I would say the crazy thing also that's crazier, which is if this TV market's so much bigger, which it is, and there's more people here, and we have other pro teams that you can settle in with, like all of those things, the infrastructure in Orlando is far better. If you want to host a Super Bowl at your new building, be a lot better to do that in a city that has the hotels that could actually house people. I know.
They're getting sidetracked here.
I get it. I'm saying all this to make a point, okay? That Orlando should just have the Jags. But what you're saying is that they should play a regular season game here. Why in the world, if they're going to do that, this is why I was wasting your time with the Orlando thing. If they're going to do that, why not just move the team here? They're building a new stadium in Jacksonville. They're not going to, and they're already going to play regular season games in a different market, London. Why would they then take more regular season games away from their new building and give it to Orlando? That is as asinine as me saying they should just move the team to Orlando. It's never going to happen. Now, if you want to lobby for preseason games, okay, that's doable. They will play after 2027. There is as good a chance they just move the whole operation down here as there is they play 1 single regular season game.
Okay, they could play. They're playing 2 regular season games in London this year. They're taking another game out of Jacksonville this year. So what difference does it make if there's a new stadium? They're still taking 2 games out of Jacksonville this year, right?
Well, yeah, but they probably feel as though the only way to really own the London market, which if we're talking about the size of markets, while Orlando is bigger than Jacksonville, London's certainly bigger than both. If you're trying to own that market, the only way to do that is to go play there and to play there more than everybody else. The thing I would ask is Is it specifically so they might play 2 games in London, but are they 2 home games in London?
Probably not. Probably not.
Yeah, probably 1 home game and 1 away game that's played overseas.
What's more beneficial to the Jaguars? I mean, why is the London market more beneficial to the Jaguars than their biggest TV market that's 2 hours away? Why wouldn't you cultivate this market where you could actually get fans into your stadium? I don't think there's many London fans flying across the pond to buy season tickets to Jaguars games in Jacksonville.
Yeah, that's probably more of a merchandising thing than anything else, trying to get the Londoners. It's a much bigger market. You could capitalize on not just a city, but a country if you penetrate that area enough. And they probably feel, I think they're wrong, but I'm making the case as if I were running the Jags and I thought that going to Orlando wasn't a necessary part of our operation. It's 2 hours away. If people from Orlando want to go to the game, get in the car. We're right there. That's probably the thought process. If you want to watch them on TV, guess what? The Jags are the local team in the market. So you've got that option too. And now with streaming, there's a million different ways to get that on TV anyway, or your phone. And I'm sure that they don't feel like it's as necessary. The only way to get people from London to be a fan of your product is to play in front of their face. You can look at Orlando and say, hey, come on up. It's an easy try.
Okay, but Orlando, again, is filled with transplants. It's filled with tourists. If your goal is to truly grow your brand, Orlando grows the Jaguars brand where it matters the most, at home in Florida, building a loyalty within the state of Florida. Again, you've got this huge metropolis right in the middle of the state of Florida. For something.
No other team in the league is even doing 2, and you're asking the Jags to do 3.
Then play 1 home game in London 1 year, and the next year, don't play a game in London, play a game in Orlando. Doesn't have to be every year. I'm just saying play some regular season games down here after 2027 when we are going to fall in love with the Jaguars in 2027. Why wouldn't you want to keep that love affair going after 2027?
The year on, year off is the most refined idea that you've had so far in this conversation. Text in 50857. Hit us up in the Rage Cage. Let us know what you think. More Game On coming your way after this.
With Bianchi and Kravitz.
Hey, if you follow sports long enough, you know momentum can change, and it can change fast. Markets are the same way. That's why I have a tactical plan that matters. Trajan Welt's fiduciary advisors are committed to working collaboratively with you to optimize your portfolio and help weather market turbulence. They take the time to understand your risk tolerance and develop a strategy tailored specifically to you, not some cookie cutter formula. When I met with them, I got straight talk, not a sales pitch. I left that meeting feeling empowered. If you'd like the peace of mind in your investment portfolio, start with a second opinion. I did, and now I'm a client because I saw the difference. Don't ride the emotional roller coaster alone. Get a team in your corner. Call Trajan Wealth today, 407-204-0300. Tell them Mike Bianchi, the Bulldog, sent you. Or visit TrajanWealth.com to schedule your free consultation. That's TRAJAN Wealth.com. Advisory services through Trajan Wealth, LLC, SEC registered investment advisor, client, paid advertisement, additional disclosures at TrajanWealth.com.
The Valkyries are busy as can be coming up at Edition Financial Arena, which means more entertainment and more nonstop action for you, the sports fan. Matches coming up to start the month of March. This coming Sunday at 3 p.m. against the Grand Rapids Rise. The theme, Fun in the Sun. The first 500 fans are going to get Valkyrie's themed sunglasses. How about Thursday, March 5th against Columbus? It's Vamos Val. First 500 fans get koozies. Go to provolleyball.com or head to Ticketmaster and search Orlando Valkyries, and we'll see you at the next match.
Daytona Bike Week is back, February 27th through March 8th. And there's no better place to celebrate than the iconic Daytona International Speedway, home to the area's largest motorcycle marketplace with free demo rides, top manufacturer displays, Harley-Davidson Thunder Rally, and more. Experience 10 days of non-stop action, including Daytona Supercross, Daytona Short Track Racing, and it all leads up to the legendary Daytona 200. Visit DaytonaInternationalSpeedway.com to learn more.
This Sports Spotlight is brought to you by Capital One Venture X Business Card, founding partner of iHeart Women's Sports. Did you know that the Houston Comets won the first 4 WNBA championships from 1997 to 2000? The team was led by a big three of Cynthia Cooper, Cheryl Swoops, and Tina Thompson. And in 98, they finished 27-3, their .900 winning percentage, a WNBA record that still stands. Earn unlimited double miles on every purchase with the Venture X Business by Capital One. What's in your wallet? Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/VentureXBusiness for details.
Rollovers, head-on collisions, hit and runs, rideshare crashes, distracted driving accidents. You name it, we've litigated it. If you've been in a crash, make it a Farah fight. Farah and Farah.
Orlando.
International Diamond Center makes getting the ring of her dreams easier than ever. March 6th, 7th, and 8th. It's our annual Tacori and Verragio Bridal Weekend, the world's most renowned ring designers. They're here on the IDC stage with hundreds of new trending styles. For this event, get special incentives on these exquisite rings. Save up to $4,500 when you buy the engagement ring and wedding band, or take advantage of 36 months zero-interest financing. And all new this year, if you're looking for a lab-grown diamond, we've got you covered. In fact, if you buy any Tacori or Verragio setting, we'll give you a lab-grown diamond for free. Don't miss the biggest bridal showcase ever at IDC, featuring the industry's leaders in handcrafted, unique, and distinctive rings. Let our experts match the ring with the perfect hand-picked natural diamond, or ask about how you can get a free lab-grown diamond up to 5 carats. It's next weekend, March 6th, 7th, and 8th, exclusively at International Diamond Center, Altamont Springs, Waterford Lakes, and Mall at Millennia. Some restrictions apply. See store for details.
Here's something most of us don't want to think about, but probably should. Clay Travis and Buck Sexton here for our friend Mike Lester and the team at Talon Wealth Management.
That thing we don't want to talk about is a will. If you don't have one, Mike and his team would like to help you out. They'll start you off with a comprehensive financial plan.
If you are 55 or over and have saved at least $250,000 for retirement, the Talon Comprehensive Financial Plan is complimentary. And when that plan's in hand, you will also receive the gift of a will and trust courtesy of Talon Wealth.
The folks at Talon Wealth are not attorneys, but they work with a group of attorneys who'll provide a will and trust at no charge to you. Reach out at 813-755-5000. 813-755-5000. One more time, that's 813-755-5000. And be sure and tell them that Clay and Buck sent you.
Advisory services offered through Talon Private Wealth LLC, a SEC registered investment advisor. The information provided is for educational and informational purposes only and should not be construed as legal, tax, or financial advice.
Your freedom is everything, and the Trey Flynn Law Office is here to preserve it when the stakes are high. Trey is board certified at the state and federal level and is committed to winning and working for you. Trey is a trusted member of the Central Florida community. He's as polished and experienced a lawyer as you will find, and he's got all the stats to back it up. In sports, bad calls change games. In court, they change lives. Call Trey Flynn Law when you need a win in the clutch. 407-557-6350 or visit TreyFlynn.com.
Join us daily on 96.9 The Game for your Embers-only Cigar of the Week, brought to you by Corona Cigar Company. Luxury cigar lifestyle, fine spirits, and relaxation await at your nearest Corona Cigar. Dr. Phillips, downtown, Heathrow, or online at coronacigar.com.
With other language learning apps, I was just playing games. I wasn't really learning. Babbel's different.
Babbel was designed by over 200 language learning experts to be the most effective way to learn another language.
Every time I open the app, I can choose to work on my writing, speaking, or listening. And it saves my mistakes for me to review, so I'm constantly improving. Before Babbel, I thought I just wasn't good with languages. But now I'm speaking French. Tout ça, c'est grâce à Babbel.
Save up to 50% on your Babbel subscription when you sign up at Babbel.com. Babbel.com.
Chick-fil-A's new frosted sodas and floats, it's a 10 out of 10. Hey, this is Lizzie, a team member at my local Chick-fil-A, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich and new frosted sodas and floats is how well they go together. You will love having your favorite soda blended with our creamy ice dream to make a new frosted soda or float. With the mix of the ice dream and soda fizz, it's so delicious, I call it Fizzalicious.
Order a Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich and a new frosted soda and float at your local Chick-fil-A restaurant. Real team member paid for their testimonial.
This report is sponsored by Fresh from Florida.
This is Ross Chastain, NASCAR driver and your Fresh from Florida farmer, letting you know that Florida strawberries are picked at peak freshness to ensure that there's sunshine in every bite. Fresh from Florida, the homegrown brand of Florida farmers.
Lena Bloom for the Bail Project. Imagine you're stuck in a jail cell and you can't afford bail and someone offers you a way out. Just plead guilty and you can go home and kiss your kids goodnight. What do? What thousands have. You plead guilty whether you are or not. Cash bail makes poverty a crime. That's why the Bail Project helps those who can't afford it while fighting to end cash bail. Because freedom should be free. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
Hey there, Central Florida, Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Laurel Blanchard here with your Thursday night forecast. Those winds finally starting to die down, and as we take a look ahead to your Friday, temperatures overnight staying on the mild side, only dropping down into the low 60s. Friday afternoon, we're back in the mid 80s, but slowly starting to see a couple of showers move on in. Maybe a thunderstorm or two as we take a look early into your Saturday morning, but luckily those showers moving on out through your Saturday afternoon. Highs on Saturday in the upper 70s.
Saturday. It's UCF Sports on the Game as the Knights host rival Baylor. Our coverage begins at 7:30. Tip time is 8 p.m. Catch every minute on your exclusive home for UCF Sports. FM 96.9 The Game, AM 740, and streaming on the absolutely free iHeart Radio app. Now back to Game On with Bianchi and Kravitz.
Hit us up on the military text line. That's 50857. We're also taking your talkbacks today. We have a pair of Orlando City soccer tickets to give away today, Mike. That's going to be today's prize. Orlando City taking on, Inter Miami. You want some Messi tickets? Are they called Messi tickets? I don't know. You never know if he's going to play or not, but I assume I haven't heard anything that would say otherwise. So we have Messi tickets to give away to all of you. And all you have to do is enter the Rage Cage. Just tap the microphone icon and let it fly. You have the iHeartRadio app up. At the top of the 96.9 page, there's a little play button. If you're listening, then there'd be a stop button. And then to the right of that, there's a little microphone. You tap the microphone, and you talk into your phone. That's it. It's like you're on the phone with us. Now,
Isn't there like a send mechanism too?
If there is, it's probably just a button that says send, and then hit that. But I think it sends it for you. I think.
Oh, it does. Okay. I've never done it.
All right. Well, now that you say that, I'm losing confidence in my explanation. I'm gonna have to do this during the commercial break. But I need some motivation, as do you. Let's hit it.
This is Jamal Moses, head coach of the Orlando Magic, and this is your daily coach quote of the day.
Our daily source of inspiration and motivation. Inspo and Mo. Today's is about the will to win. This is from Bear Bryant. Ever heard of him? It's not the will to win that matters. Everyone has that. It's the will to prepare to win that matters. I feel like I've read that one before, though.
No, I don't know that you have, but it's a great quote. I'm like, yeah, you can talk all you want. Oh man, big game tomorrow. Hope we can win it. Well, did you do the work 6 months ago to prepare to win tomorrow? Because that's what it's about. It's about what you do. It's the old Kobe Bryant. It's what you do during the off season. What you do when nobody's looking. What you do when there's nobody there to push you. That's how you win.
That's right. Process over results. We often say that. But yeah, winning is the prize. Everybody wants a prize. It's like Christmas. Everybody wants a Christmas present, but Santa's checking that list twice. And he's going to make sure that you are either naughty or nice. And if you were naughty, you're not getting the present.
Yeah.
So it's like that as far as the work ethic that you put into life as well.
All goes back to my boy David Goggins, perform without purpose.
I still don't know about that one. So we got a listener email when you went in for your colonoscopy. I got sent an email. I love when people send me messages to relay to you as if you're not accessible at all.
Right.
Like we're on the radio every day. We read the text line. Bianchi's got I'm pretty sure you could find his email address relatively easily. But anyway, the subject line was advice for Bianchi. Regarding his exam Wednesday morning, the drugs they give you knock you out, but they also open you up and you say things that you should probably keep to yourself. It's a truth serum. My advice, don't talk too much after the exam. You might regret what you say. Todd. So,
wow.
First of all, did this happen to you? Did you have a little truth serum moment?
Not really. Not that I recall. No.
So my text question today, if I were to give you truth serum, what's the one thing that you would definitely blurt out? 50857. Well, you can speak to us with anonymity. Just don't make it racist.
What would be the one thing you would blurt out? Like if
your truth serum. Like, let me give you an example. I thought of a couple that I would blurt out. Say I had this flowing through me and I went to Publix and they asked me if I have plans later today, and I would probably blurt out something like, I'm a degenerate gambler who doesn't like to leave my house. Please stop asking me questions. So that would probably be, or no, I don't want to go to that 2-year-old's birthday party. Those are the kind of things that I would blurt out.
If I could blurt out something, it would be either to bald guys with a ponytail, all right?
Cut it off!
Or fat girls with midriff. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Stop.
Fat girls with midriffs and bald guys with ponytails. That's not a good look. I'm sorry. It's just not.
Not flattering. Not flattering. They're big boned, Mike. It's not fat.
Whatever. If you want to be politically correct and call them husky, you go right ahead.
Those are some big women. Jaden, do you have anything that comes to mind for you if you were to blurt something out, your truth serum moment?
Probably that I'm just like I'm a loser that plays video games all day. I don't leave my room. I sit in the dark.
You know, it is hard for us in this profession because we this whole job is truth serum. We speak a lot of words into these microphones over the years. You know pretty much everything about us. We're open books.
Although, did you hear Jaden the other day when you were off on top secret assignment? Did you hear him say he actually went and worked out? I think he said.
I did say that. Yeah. I texted you. I was like, yeah, I'm starting my fasting. Now, they did bring food into the station. I didn't do great today.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Willpower, didn't even think about it. I saw donuts, little donut holes, just ate them.
Yeah, dude.
I didn't even think about it.
Chicken sandwich with bacon on it, tater tots, 2 chocolate chip cookies. I had chips and guac. Yeah, I was eating.
So how did the workout go?
It was good. So I have a curl bar and dumbbells in my bedroom, and I just use those. I did some push-ups. So yeah.
In the bedroom, though, you know. The cap's the upside, but it's better than nothing.
Are you going to pay for my gym membership?
No, I'm not.
No, well.
So thank you for asking, though. Somebody said I really hate the name Mikey. That's the thing they would blurt out.
If I knew you would go to the gym, I would pay the $10 a month for Planet
You know,
Fitness
he's not lying. Bianchi would give me crap years ago for not going to enough UCF football games as a UCF alumnus. And he bought me season tickets.
Did he really?
But I had to go to all of the games. That was the agreement. And so I did.
Did you
Of course,
commit to do it?
season tickets back then were only like $70 or something.
I think it was like 99 was the promotion
Yeah,
they had going
yeah,
at the time.
that's what it was.
Oh, that's pretty solid then.
I will never forget the game against South Carolina that year. One of the worst hangovers I've had in my life, but I was so committed to the bit that I went to the game anyway. Hated it. Every second of it was so hot. I felt so gross. At one point, I went down to the concession stand and just asked for a hot dog bun.
Give me the carbs, please.
Not even the hot dog. I just needed bread. Up next, your texts, your talkbacks. We're going to hear from you right here on Game On after this. Give me the bun.
Game On with Bianchi and Kravitz. We'll be back right after this.
If you want a night out that is fun, social, adventurous, head to Bananas X Cabana in Lake Buena Vista. Let me tell you, this place is a blast. Bianchi and I went out there a week or so ago, still talking smack to each other about whose axe throwing is better. They've got corporate events, really big on that, team building, birthday parties, bachelor and bachelorette parties if you're looking for something different in that realm. Date night, much better than your run-of-the-mill, let's go sit at a bar, let's go get a cup of coffee. Go and check them out this weekend. It's Bananas Axe Cabana, Banana Axe Cabana on Instagram as well. Go see what you're missing.
All right, guys, let's be honest. Football season hits, and between the wings, the pizza, and a few too many beers, that jersey starts fitting a little bit tighter. Then you swear you'll drop the weight, but no matter what diet you try, nothing sticks. That's why I want to tell you about Florida Center for Hormones and Wellness. These folks are Central Florida's leaders in medical weight loss. This isn't some fad diet or magic powder. It's a doctor-supervised program that combines hormone optimization, nutrition coaching, and yes, those new injectable weight loss medications everyone's talking about. They customize it all for you, and the results are fast. Most guys lose 20 pounds or more in just 6 to 10 weeks, safely. You'll have more energy, better sleep, and honestly, you'll just feel good again. It's time for you to make your fourth quarter comeback. Go to hormonesandwellness.com/bulldog and tell them Mike Bianchi, the Bulldog, sent you. That's hormonesandwellness.com/bulldog.
Expect some slow traffic on 429 southbound before Florida's Turnpike. Crews on the scene trying to clean up an accident, just blocking the right shoulder. I-4 eastbound between Osceola Parkway and 535 is a bit of a slow ride, tapping the brakes as well. I-4 westbound between Universal Boulevard and 535. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Katie Wilkins.
This report is sponsored by Tri-County Metals. Upgrading to a metal roof? Tri-County Metals is offering a factory direct rebate up to $500. Built to last. Built for your home. Register today at TriCountyMetals.com.
iHeartRadio Earth is here with little tips for a healthier planet. When dining out or shopping at the grocery store, ask for sustainable seafood. By choosing sustainable seafood, you can help reduce overfishing, bycatch, loss of top predators, illegal fishing, and other harmful environmental impacts. Brought to you by iHeartRadio Earth and the National Environmental Education Foundation. To find more tips for smarter, sustainable living, or to take action in your own community, go to iHeartRadio.com/Earth.
Jackson Hewitt handles your taxes and your stress. Inhale on no surprise price of $149 or less. Exhale, paying more for complicated taxes. You won't. Inhale, new tax law knowledge. Exhale, missing out on your biggest refund? Certainly not. Don't miss paying $149 or less. Rest easy. Jackson Hewitt's got your taxes. Guaranteed. Limited time offer for new clients on withdrawal returns. Participating locations only. Terms at jacksonhewitt.com/149.
Hey, it's the Bulldog, Mike Bianchi. Let's start February strong in a brand new Chevy from Don Mealy Chevrolet, your truck headquarters for 50 years. Right now, get 3.9% APR for 60 months on a 2026 Chevy Silverado or up to $5,000 in bonus cash. Looking for something the whole family will love? How about a 2026 Chevy Equinox with 3.9% APR for 60 months and no payments for 90 days? Visit Don Mealy Chevrolet today or shop anytime at DonMealyChevy.com. Chevy, together let's drive.
Host an event they'll never forget at Crush Yard.
Designed for group gatherings of all kinds, Crush Yard makes it easy to bring people together for team events, birthday parties, and milestone celebrations. With pickleball courts, great food and drinks, and flexible space to play or relax, everything comes together in one place. We handle the details so you can focus on your guests and enjoy the moment. It's an interactive, high-energy experience everyone will remember. Learn more at crushyard.com.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code TODAY to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code TODAY for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code TODAY for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
Let's go! You still got it, but your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Staples has hot deals and super low prices on everything for your business. And right now, brand your business at Staples with up to 30% off custom labels. Exclusions apply. Shop Staples in-store, online, or in the app. Ends April 18th. Visit staples.com/print for details.
Follow the game on Facebook at 96.9 The Game. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Your entire sports feed all in one place with iHeart Radio. One tap away. Open the iHeart app and stream your local stations. Catch the latest on Fox Sports Radio or dive into the world's biggest sports podcast. Search sports on iHeart Radio and lock in.
Hi, I'm Michael from the War and Treaty. You know the jingle. Now discover the facts about Ozempic, a GLP-1. Only Novo Nordisk makes FDA-approved Ozempic. Learn about the real thing.
Talk to your healthcare professional today. Call 1-833-OZEMPIC or visit Ozempic.com to view the medication guide and to learn more about Ozempic. Semaglutide injection 0.5 milligram, 1 milligram, and 2 milligrams.
Chick-fil-A's new frosted sodas and floats, it's a 10 out of 10. Hey, this is Lizzie, a team member at my local Chick-fil-A, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich and new frosted sodas and floats is how well they go together. You will love having your favorite soda blended with our creamy ice cream to make a new frosted soda or float. With the mix of the ice cream and soda fizz, it's so delicious, I call it Fizzalicious.
Order a Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich and a new frosted soda and float at your local Chick-fil-A restaurant. Real team member paid for their testimonial.
WYGM Orlando, WJRR HD2, Cocoa Beach, Orlando, an iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human.
This is Anthony Black with the Orlando Magic, and you're locked into Game On with Bianchi and Kravitz.
Text in 50857. What was that?
Did you see the one text we got?
Is it the one that says all caps Sydney Sweeney?
No.
Oh,
It's the one that says, I got two families that don't know about each other and a girlfriend with two kids of her own. I'd probably blurt that out.
Yeah, I would suggest not doing the colonoscopy then, if that's the case. You're going to want to keep that one close to the vest.
Yeah, truth serum, you blurt out that you have two families that don't know about each other?
Yeah, that is the text question, and the talkback question today is, what would you blurt out if I were to give you truth serum? We want to know. It's like our new version here of, remember the failed attempt we started this show, Game On Confessionals? This is like a different way to ask that question,
Right,
I guess.
right.
So
I think
yeah.
my dad, I've talked about my dad plenty of times. He was not a good dad. He was a deadbeat dad. He left my mom and with like 6 kids. So I think he had multiple families. I think he might have had multiple families. We always speculated that he did.
Now I guess there's no way to know. Right, as that ship has sailed. We do have some talkbacks, Mike. In fact, we had an old friend that checked in after he heard our explanation of how you can leave a talkback.
Hey, Bianchi, it's your boy, Uncle Paulie. I heard you guys talking about how you can tap that microphone icon and leave a talkback, so I went ahead and did it. It gives a nice little countdown, too. It goes 3, 2, 1, and you feel a little bit nervy, but then you get 30 seconds to unload without you two clowns interrupting me.
Oh, man. Checking in from the gondola is Uncle Paulie.
Paulie. Always love hearing from Paulie.
Definitely in the running for the Messi tickets, without a doubt. Let's check in now with G-Nail, is how his name showed up.
Hi, Mike, Brandon. I have a little bit of rage with the Miami soccer team. I've spent $1,200 trying to take my grandson to the last 2 games where Messi was supposed to be here, and he, of course, did not show up. So if you guys could help me out with with tickets for this game, that would be outstanding. Thanks.
You know, I originally, I sort of scouted that one, and I thought I was going to rip this guy to shreds for asking for tickets, because it's not how we use the rage cage. You get a rage. But I heard the rage in his voice when he talked about how much money he spent. And even though he asked for the tickets, which I don't like, I feel sympathetic. And I can imagine that it's pretty frustrating to be out that much money and not see the player that you're paying to see. So, in the running, that's what I would say. G-Nail is in the running. Do you agree or disagree with that assessment?
Is Messi playing this week?
I do not know. I'm going to be honest with you, Mike. I have stopped tracking whether or not Messi plays. I cared the first year. I don't care anymore.
I think he's supposed to play.
It's like the second game of the season. I would hope so.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to Mike.
Basketball. Every time I try to watch basketball, it makes me physically sick. You can't watch it. It's a horrible game. Everything about it is bad. Whistle every 5 seconds. It's just, it's physically painful to watch. BK, I know you work the Magic games. Are you having fun? Are you having a good time? Or are you working? What's going on there?
Appreciate the care. I have a blast. It's definitely not a perfect sport, but I don't think there is one. I think I have complaints. I love watching a variety of sports, but I have complaints about all of them. The over whistleification, and then because there's so many whistles, you have a lot of players. Luka is the worst defender of all, but there are a lot of Magic players that do this, players across the league, that every time they don't get the call, they whine and whine and whine, and they throw their hands up. And then when they get called for a foul, it's like, I act like the bad guy in the WWE that would hit the opponent with the chair and then look at the ref and go, I didn't do it. I didn't do it. That annoys me. But it's just a minor frustration. Outside of that, the games are phenomenal. The talent's never been better. I have a blast doing these games. It didn't work, but I enjoy
college basketball to me is, I mean, I'll watch it, but
outside of tournament time, it's brick.
It's sort of painful to watch.
It is. It's Brick City. There's not nearly as much talent, and then a lot of the arenas are dead too, which takes away from the overall broadcast. I'm with you. College basketball regular season is a tough watch. Up next, we are going to, what are we going to do? I don't know. We'll figure it out. Better don't forget it. Thank you very much. Top stories of the day coming up 60 seconds away here on Game On.
With Bianchi and Kravitz is back. Time to see if they're ready to put their money where their mouth is. Let's get into another round of Bet It or Forget It.
The 4 o'clock hour is here. Time for the world-famous daily segment, Bet It or Forget It, brought to you by Better Edge, the app that allows bettors to compete against each other socially. Bet more, win more with Better Edge. Use the promo code BeatBrandon when you sign up for $20 upon your first arrival. That's betteredge.com or on the Better Edge app. We also have Pollapalooza, Bianchi's favorite segment, coming up later this hour. So you can go and vote on those polls. 5 mind benders for you at 96.9 Game on Twitter. Jaden, hit the music. Get it going with the Florida basketball team. They keep it rolling, 84-71. Another double-digit win over an SEC opponent. This time they beat Texas. 8th straight victory for the Gators. Bet it or forget it. The Gators will run roughshod, as Bianchi would say, over the SEC in the SEC tournament, winning each game by double digits and keeping this momentum going into the NCAA tournament.
Bet it. Bet it. This team right now is starting to look almost invincible. They beat their last 8 opponents by an average of nearly 21 points per game. That's an average of 21 points per game, and they're in their conference schedule right now. As you mentioned, they've won 8 straight games. Here's why I say this is going to continue. All right. They were the worst shooting team 3-point wise in the SEC, all right? They were shooting like 30% a couple weeks ago. Now they're up to about, during this winning streak, they're shooting about 36% from 3-point range. Those extra percentage points from 3-point range, combined with the fact that they're the number 1 rebounding team in the country, they are dominant. If they keep shooting just like we always say, hey, if the Magic were just an average 3-point shooting team, how much better they would be. That's the Gators now. They're an average 3-point shooting team, and they're blowing teams out.
I'm really impressed with the way that they just won against Texas. They did not play their best basketball game. Bunch of turnovers, got off to a really slow start, and they still out-muscled their competition and found their way to a win. Sometimes those are even more impressive than the ones where it just feels like you have it every step of the way. I still worry about the backcourt a little bit, not having on the team to control the rock and control the tempo and the pressure of the moment and make all of the right decisions. They clearly have the size, the defense, the rebounding. That I don't worry about at all. That's what's going to pull them. But do they have the backcourt experience and savvy to push them forward? That's my only concern, but really like what I'm seeing from Florida. The NFL Combine gets underway today. In fact, we are watching live on the screen right now. Defensive linemen from across college football run over cones. It's awesome. Ooh. Place
Love
kickers also. Run. Yeah. Oh, there you go. Smacking bags. Bet it or forget it. This is must-watch TV for you as much as you hate to admit it.
Forget it.
Forget it.
Yeah, I can't wait till the hand measuring video comes out where they measure the quarterback's hands. And doesn't Ruben Baines doesn't he have short arms?
Yes.
Isn't there a question about his arms?
He has T-Rex arms. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Stop it with this. The combine has become. It's become must-watch TV for helmet-head nerds like you, Kravitz. I will say that. But for the rest of us who actually have other things more important to do with our lives than watch the combine, no, this is not watch TV.
It's the Underwear Olympics, Mike. I used every bit of data to come up with my mock drafts.
Whatever.
We will be locked in all the way throughout. Colts are granting Anthony Richardson permission to seek a trade. Bet it or forget it, that search will end as quickly as it starts because no team will desire his services.
Oh. No, I'm going to forget that. I'm going to forget it. Now they're not going to get anything valuable for Anthony Richardson, but Anthony Richardson is he a bust? We don't really. The thing about Anthony Richardson, we don't really know if he's a bust yet because he can't stay healthy. Now maybe that's going to be his kryptonite, not being able to stay healthy. But if Anthony Richardson were to be able to stay healthy for a full season, not saying he would be a great quarterback, but he would at least be worth, the $5 million a year salary he's going to make this year. And I'd give up a 7th round draft pick for Anthony Richardson. Would you?
7th round pick. I don't think I would, because I don't think you have to. I don't think it's going to take that. I think they're going to have to release him if they don't want him, and I would just pick him up.
Okay, but if I were a team like the Dolphins, who don't really know who their quarterback's going to be next season, I'd ship a 7th rounder for Anthony Richardson just to make sure I got him.
But keep in mind too that these teams are so price conscious this time of year. They're trying to sign players in free agency. They've got to re-sign some of their own guys. You have salary cap implications to worry about. Anthony Richardson was the 4th overall pick. He comes with a cap hit too. There's no way I'd give up a draft pick for that. You're going to have to release him, and then I will sign him for a bargain basement price, and I will give you nothing. Otherwise, I don't get Anthony Richardson, and you know what? My team's probably better for it anyway. For not having to deal with Anthony Richardson on my team.
I'm not saying that he's a must-have for the Miami Dolphins. Don't get me wrong.
So ESPN got me, Mike. They've added WrestleMania. I signed up for a month to get the Royal Rumble. They've got WrestleMania coming up, and just recently they added the MLB package now too. I wanted to watch some spring training baseball. Don't laugh at me. And I signed up. And not like the last time when I signed up, it was just to watch the Royal Rumble, and then I immediately canceled it.
Right.
I'm now signed up, and I have made the conscious decision that I'm just going to pay the $30 a month and deal with it. Bet it or forget it. I'm a full-blown sucker.
So for that $30 a month, do you get the Major League Baseball package?
Yeah, but I have to pay for the package on top of the $30. You basically
you got it.
You have to pay the $30 a month to then have the ability to add the MLB package for the very reasonable price of $100. It was $150 for the season.
You're a sucker fish. When we were kids, we used to go fishing in our lake, and there were these bottom dwelling fish. All right, that would scrape the bottom of the lake bottom. You throw your bait down there, and they would suck it up. And we called them sucker fish, and that's what you are, sucker fish with ESPN. You just took that sucker bait and went with it, ate it. Now they got you hooked.
I'm going to make it back. I'm going to make it back in the first week, Mikey. Don't you worry about it. Okay? Speaking of that, Jonte Porter, formerly of the Toronto Raptors, one who got kicked out of the NBA for betting his own props, now a member of the USBL Superhawks. That is a recreated United States Basketball League. Bet it or forget it. No chance he makes the same mistake twice and bets on himself while playing for the Superhawks.
Can you even bet on can you bet on the USBL? Anybody who bets on the USBL deserves to lose their money and have him throwing games. But I'll bet it. No, of course he's not gonna. I don't know if he will never get back into the NBA.
No,
but yeah,
not.
Yeah, but why would he? I mean, how much money are you going to make betting on yourself in the USBL? I'm sure that's probably like the Super Bowl prop bets. There's probably like a $20 limit of what you can bet on those games.
Oh, man, I will be taking his unders. So we'll see if we can find that in the market. Last one for you. Magic Rockets tonight at Kia Center. Paolo coming off of a 36-point outing. Bet it or forget it. Paolo looks up to LeBron, looks up to Kevin Durant, So we can expect his best once again. 30 plus for P5 going up against one of the best to ever do it.
That's, you know what? I'm gonna go bet that. I think the Magic are. I think this is going to be a high-scoring game because the Rockets obviously can score, and the Rockets have been having some turnover issues lately, and the Magic their defense has vastly improved. So yeah, I think Paolo's going to get a lot of opportunities to score tonight. It's going to be a first game of a homestand after that long West Coast road trip. I think he's going to be fired up, and the Magic, smell that? You know what that is? That's the 6th seed, only a half a game away. And you know what else that is? That's the 5th seed, only 2 games behind Toronto. The Magic are looking to move up the standings, and it starts again tonight.
That's right. Much like the soil, the Magic planting seeds out here in the Eastern Conference. That right there, bet it or forget it. Up next, we've got texts we want to read. I've got a Magic gripe and an NFL Combine thought. I'll let Bianchi decide which one of those we tee up to you when we come back right after this.
Game on with Bianchi and Kravitz.
This is the Bulldog, Mike Bianchi. Ever notice how some teams rebuild every few years because they were too cheap the first time around? Don't do that with your home, okay? Every day, Renewal by Andersen replaces builder-grade windows that aren't even 10 years old. Why? Because they weren't built for Florida's climate. Acclaim Impact windows are different. They are engineered for high-velocity impact, built to handle storms, designed with Fibrex material that's twice as strong as vinyl. This means no warping, cracking, or constant replacing. And right now, it's free window February. Buy 4 windows or doors and get the 5th absolutely free. Plus 0 down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for 12 months. That's like signing 5 starters and only paying for 4. How good is that? Upgrade your home's defense, boost energy efficiency, lower those utility bills, and enjoy peace of mind year after year. But the offer ends February 28th. Restrictions apply. So whether you're in Central Florida, the Gulf Coast, or in Jacksonville, visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free in-home consultation. License number CGC 1527613. Renewal by Andersen, where comfort meets quality.
By now, you've probably seen those green, unmistakable Mills Air service trucks in your neighborhood. Just know when you see those roll through, someone around you is being well taken care of, because Mills Air is family owned and operated, and they have provided affordable, friendly, expert HVAC services across Central Florida since 1992. And there's the Kravitz household as well. They've been good to me for years. They're honest. They explain what's going on. They don't try and upsell you on things that you don't absolutely need. The last technician that came to my house even gave me a rundown tutorial of how to clean my unit myself. And that is what I call respectable and honest service. Protect your investment and give yourself some peace of mind in the process. Call Leon and the crew, schedule your appointment, and tell them that Brandon Kravitz from Game On sent you by. 407-277-1159 and online at millsair.com.
Delays I-4 westbound before World Drive. Accident reported there. Also, crash blocking the race shoulder 429 southbound before Florida's Turnpike, and it's a slow ride on I-4 westbound between Fairbanks and Colonial Drive. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Katie Wilkins.
This report is sponsored by Taco Bell. Taco Bell's new Luxe Value menu has 10 lavish indulgences, all $3 or less. It's easy to get carried away. Like when you try the new mini taco salad, you might ask, do I need a salad fork? The fork in the bag's fine. Luxe Value menu at participating locations while supplies last. Price and participation vary. Tax extra.
Jackson Hewitt knows taxes are complicated. And with multiple jobs and tax forms, they're like, it's not complicated. Our no surprise pricing keeps things simple. Jackson Hewitt does your taxes for only $149 or less. And since we know all the new tax codes, you could get thousands back. So what are you waiting for? Hurry! File with Jackson Hewitt today for only $149 or less, guaranteed. Limited time offer for new clients on federal returns. Participating locations only. Terms at jacksonhewitt.com/149.
The riders who face Daytona Supercross are built different. Withstanding the most unforgiving and grueling track is not just a point of pride, but of pure grit and determination. This battle can only be felt in person. Witness the action unfold at the only place in Florida where the biggest names will battle it out under the lights. Daytona Supercross is built different. It's built for champions. It's built for fans. The gate drops Saturday, February 28th. There's only one place to be. Secure your tickets and trackside access at DaytonaInternationalSpeedway.com.
Thy ticket, Lady Jennifer of Coolidge.
Well, many thanks, good sir. Here'th my Discover card.
They accept Discover at Renaissance fairs?
Yeah, they do here. Discover is accepted at the places I love to shop. Get it? With the times.
With the times?
You're playing the lute. Yeah, and it sounds pretty good, right?
Discover is accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. Based on the February 2025 Nielsen report.
If you're in a slip and fall accident, time is not on your side. Stores have video footage that's crucial evidence in your case. You've got to act quickly. Call Farah and Farah so we can preserve it before it disappears. Orlando.
You can swirl it, you can sip it, but the best way is to share it. Hey y'all, I'm Deanna, a team member at my local Chick-fil-A. And a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich and new frosted sodas and floats is how well they go together. You get that bold flavor of the Coke mixed with the smooth deliciousness of the vanilla ice cream. You have a juicy filet and a smooth, creamy float. It's an awesome pairing.
Order a Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich and a new frosted soda and float at your local Chick-fil-A restaurant. Real team member paid for their testimonial.
We are Orlando's sports leader, broadcasting live from the FM 96.9 The Game studio. Brought to you by the Nickley Group, Orlando's home team. Doing real estate differently. TheNickleyGroup.com. Entire sports feed all in one place with iHeart Radio. From the pursuit of gold, golden goal, to the bracket busting in March.
You think you know what's going to happen, but it never goes as scripted.
From the first pitch in spring training,
Ohtani tees off,
to the dreams of the NFL draft.
With the first pick,
you're one tap away. Open the iHeart app and stream your local station. Catch the latest on Fox Sports Radio or dive into the world's biggest sports podcasts. Search sports on iHeart Radio and lock in.
When you're buying a home, who you work with matters as much as anything else in the process. That's why you need Kevin Krager with LPT Realty on your side. Kevin doesn't just unlock doors. He brings a deep knowledge of market trends, the latest home buyer programs, and cutting-edge real estate technology. But what truly sets him apart is twofold. Kevin's strong background in construction certainly helps, and the understanding of the investment side of home buying. Any expert you talk to says that using an agent who is also an investor is the true cheat code to doing this home buying endeavor in the best possible way. Kevin knows what to look for so that you don't end up in a money pit. From foundation to roofline, he's focused on protecting your investment every step of the way. Using his service doesn't stop there. Kevin has the resources to help with repairs or any upgrades that you may need. Call Kevin Krager with LPT Realty today. Your future home will thank you.
Everyone has a community to lean on. A neighborhood, school, kids' teams, where you worship, work out, or any other place or group where you choose to belong. Communities can provide support when you need it, and even when you don't know you do. Like when it comes to preventing underage drinking and other substance use. You've talked with your kids and shared clear expectations, but you're not with them every minute. Your community members, friends and relatives, teachers and coaches, faith leaders, and other important adults in your kids' lives can be your eyes, ears, and a supportive influence when you're not around, reinforcing your messages with your kids and alerting you to warning signs of underage drinking or other substance use. So talk with your kids about these issues and involve members of your community to help keep your kids safe, because when you talk, they hear you.
Friday, it's UCF baseball on the game as the Knights square off with in-state rival South Florida. First pitch is 6 p.m. Catch every minute right here on your exclusive home for UCF Sports. FM 96.9 The Game, AM 740, and streaming on the absolutely free iHeart Radio app.
This is Jonathan Isaac of the Orlando Magic. Way to rebound from that commercial break, guys. Now back to Bianchi and Kravitz.
Game On rolls along on this Thursday afternoon. Pretty psyched, Mike. My Five Below stock way up.
Nice.
Rode the wave. Was down a couple of days ago. We're soaring right now. My general logic here, I'm just going to give my stock tips. I've been in the stock market for a week now, so I feel like an expert. Economy's down. People are broke. Housing prices too high. Where are they going to shop? The dollar store. But the nice dollar store, Five Below. So I bought Five Below stock, and it's up.
Nice. Yeah, you sound like Bill Gates. Bill Gates. I'm sorry, Warren Buffett. I was watching a video by him the other day, and Warren Buffett says, buy businesses that you like to frequent, that you think are good businesses. Don't listen to the crowd. Just buy businesses that you think are good businesses. And he goes, that's why I buy Coca-Cola.
Yeah, that's why I bought Apple stock. Speaking of changes in the market, I don't know if I should be excited about this or terrified by it. There is now an AI app. It's called Sports AI, where Colin Cowherd talked about this on his show today, where they have downloaded years of Cowherd's show into this app and created an artificial intelligence version of Colin Cowherd. So you can now go into this app and you can ask this app questions about sports, and Colin will pop up and answer your question because it's got all of this data of all of his responses, and that's how intuitive this AI has become. I don't know how. It's incredible that this is possible, and this is just the beginning. I mean, soon, if you really want to go next level, you could basically, I think in the not-so-distant future, you could take all of the content, every video on your phone, anything that you've ever put out there, put it into a system, and there could basically be an AI version of you that's here forever after you die. There's just you. You're just here on a screen.
Speaking of that, I mean, it's one thing if like some Jaden Grimes type person does this with Colin Cowherd, all right? Some young sort of computer nerdy guy like Jaden Grimes, all right, does this. Did you see what the White House did? The White House. Brady Tkachuk, the Ottawa Senators captain and the Team USA gold medalist, said he did not appreciate the AI doctored video released by the White House that made it appear that he was disparaging Canadians. All right. So I guess the White House sent out this thing on their TikTok account.
Why does the White House have a TikTok account?
I have no idea. All right. But they sent out this thing on their TikTok account, and it had Brady Tkachuk, and they had him saying about the Canadians, all right? They booed our national anthem, so I had to come out and teach those maple syrup eating F words a lesson.
Oh, my God.
This is the White House putting out doctored AI videos.
On TikTok.com on my laptop.
Well, it was just made as a joke. We all know that. That's what TikTok's for.
I use the desktop version. It's fine. Wow. That is...
Yeah.
That's unbelievable. And it is crazy that I see these videos pop up all the time. Usually it's a coach at a press conference, and I'll think, oh, this looks interesting, and there's a good caption with it, and I'll click on it, and they're saying something that is so ridiculous and so nonsensical, and clearly it's AI, but it looks so real.
Right.
It's crazy. I'm surprised that stuff doesn't trip us up more, but I think we have a decent filter for it.
When you were off the other day, our text question was, I told you, State of the Union, we wanted listeners to give their State of the Union address for their favorite sport or team. And, one guy called out, I think his name was Brian, and he did Richard Nixon on the State of the Union address for the Magic. And he sounded just like Richard Nixon. It was unbelievable. Maybe Jaden can find it, but somebody else texted in and said that was AI doctored.
So I did listen to it, and I think it was a real impression.
I do too.
I think the script was written by ChatGPT, but I think the voice was real. Yeah, creepy stuff out there. Real quick, Mike, I want to give you my Orlando Magic fan rant. Okay, I don't need to spend a lot of time on this, but you guys, please lean into your radio speaker or the YouTube screen. Make up your mind. Make up your mind on what kind of coverage you want. One of the most recent tweets that I got, which summarizes the general tweet response that I've been getting for simply criticizing the play of Paolo Banchero. My honest assessment of the way he's been playing on the season, not this last game. It says, we need Orlando Magic media defending our guy. We need more Orlando Magic media defending our guy. Do you want honest, authentic coverage where there is no hand-holding, not criticism for criticism's sake, but honesty in your analysis that you listen to? Or do you want a pseudo agent / pom-pom waving cheerleader to speak to you about your favorite team? Make up your mind and then settle on that side. It drives me up a wall when we say good things about the Magic and they go, well, Brandon works with the team. They carry the games. Of course they're saying nice things. And then you usher authentic criticism, and it's, guys, you're running him out of town. Be nice. Say nice things. Make up your damn mind. What do you want? Because you can't have both.
It's just the softness of some Orlando sports fans. I mean, can you imagine like somebody in New York saying, guys, you need to defend our guys, even when they're not playing well. You need to defend them. Can you imagine anybody in New York, a sports fan, saying that, or Philly, or Chicago? Of course not.
It's like another one here says, I struggle to understand the point of having these conversations as a member of the Magic media. What is your goal here? My goal is to be honest about what we're watching. That's what we do as sports fans, as analysts. You watch something and then you discuss it.
First of all, we're not Magic media, okay? We're the media. We are sports radio hosts. We're not Magic sports radio hosts. Brandon does work with the Magic on the radio crew, but this show is not that. This show is independent of that, and we're going to give our real opinions on the sports issues of the day and not sugarcoat it or fluff. What do you want, HR puffing stuff here? Come on. You want HR puffing stuff commentary? Good grief.
More game on after this.
HR puffing stuff.
Game on with Bianchi and Kravitz.
Football season might be over, but the real betting season has just begun. Download the Hard Rock Bet app today, and you'll see what I'm talking about. We got the Magic back in action. Desmond Bain over on points at 19.5. Thank you very much. I'll take that. The Miami Heat tonight as well, taking on Joel Embiid and the Philadelphia 76ers. Miami, one of the best road cover teams in the NBA. So we're taking Miami as well. And don't forget, World Cup action coming up this summer. It is amazing how this works. Once we think the sports buffet is all dried up, boom. Next thing you know, we've got mega sporting events. World Baseball Classic, March Madness will be here before we know it. New signups can double their winnings as well. Your winnings doubled on your first 10 bets. Head to Hard Rock Bet and roll with us. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, please call 1-833 play wise.
It's the Bulldog, Mike Bianchi. Okay, sports fans, it's time for some halftime adjustments, because if you're still driving an outdated ride, it's time to upgrade. Don Mealy Chevrolet in Claremont has been your truck headquarters for 50 years. Don Mealy started it all when he moved his family from Maryland in 1975, and today his son Jay carries the tradition on with transparency and trust. Right now, the deals are championship level. Lock in 3.9% APR for 60 months on a new Chevy Silverado. Got a growing roster of kids at home? A new Chevy Equinox SUV comes with 3.9% APR for 60 months and no payments for 90 days. And I was at Don Mealy Chevy just the other day, and Jason, the GM, told me, Bulldog, tell your listeners they can get up to $15,000 off Equinox EVs with more than 60 available. I test drove one of those babies, and oh my God, it was awesome. Visit Don Mealy Chevrolet today or shop online at donmealychevy.com. Chevy, together, let's drive.
Looking for a workout that doesn't feel like a workout? At Crush Yard, wellness is all about movement, connection, and fun, no matter your skill level. Whether you've never picked up a paddle or you play every week, pickleball gets your body moving and your stress levels down. Adding great food, refreshing drinks, and a social atmosphere, and it's wellness you actually want to show up for. Learn more at crushyard.com.
Looking for the best in flag football? iFlag is the Guinness World Record holder, hosting elite flag football tournaments nationwide for boys, girls, high school girls, and adults. Join the movement. Visit iflag.org today.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code TODAY to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code TODAY for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code TODAY for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
Here's something most of us don't want to think about, but probably should. Clay Travis and Buck Sexton here for our friend Mike Lester and the team at Talon Wealth Management.
That thing we don't want to talk about is a will. If you don't have one, Mike and his team would like to help you out. They'll start you off with a comprehensive financial plan.
If you are 55 or over and have saved at least $250,000 for retirement, the Talon Comprehensive Financial Plan is complimentary. And when that plan's in hand, you will also receive the gift of a will and trust courtesy of Talon Wealth.
The folks at Talon Wealth are not attorneys, but they work with a group of attorneys who'll provide a will and trust at no charge to you. Reach out at 813-755-5000. 813-755-5000. One more time, that's 813-755-5000. And be sure and tell them that Clay and Buck sent you.
Advisory services offered through Talon Private Wealth, LLC, a SEC-registered investment advisor. The information provided is for educational and informational purposes only and should not be construed as legal, tax, or financial advice.
Jackson Hewitt knows taxes are complicated, and with multiple jobs and tax forms, they're like, it's not complicated. Our no surprise pricing keeps things simple. Jackson Hewitt does your taxes for only $149 or less. And since we know all the new tax codes, you could get thousands back. So what are you waiting for? Hurry. File with Jackson Hewitt today for only $149 or less, guaranteed. Limited time offer for new clients on federal returns. Participating locations only. Terms at jacksonhewitt.com/149.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You need someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now you can meet them fast on ZipRecruiter.
Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
With other language learning apps, I was just playing games. I wasn't really learning. Babbel's different.
Babbel was designed by over 200 language learning experts to be the most effective way to learn another language.
Every time I open the app, I can choose to work on my writing, speaking, or listening. And it saves my mistakes for me to review, so I'm constantly improving. Before Babbel, I thought I just wasn't good with languages. But now I'm speaking French. Tout ça, c'est grâce à Babbel.
Save up to 50% on your Babbel subscription when you sign up at Babbel.com. Babbel.com.
Guess what? Discover's accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. You heard right, 99%. If you don't think so, maybe it's time to face facts. You're stuck in the past. Based on the February 2024 Nielsen report, learn more at discover.com/creditcard.
The Magic will open a 4-game homestand tonight, and they'll take on Houston. Orlando finished their West Coast trek with back-to-back wins over the Clippers and the Lakers. College basketball action rolls on tonight, too. It'll be Stetson visiting Jacksonville. The Hatters going for a second straight win in that one. And fan NBA player Jonte Porter has signed to play for the Seattle Superhawks of the upstart United States Basketball League. I'm Scott Davidson.
This is Doug Gottlieb. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Lowe's.
Need it today? At Lowe's, pros get free same-day delivery by 8 p.m. when you order online by 2 p.m. Same-day delivery. Valid in select zip codes. Subject to driver availability. Details at lowes.com/same-day delivery.
You took the first step and quit smoking, but even former smokers may still be at risk for lung cancer. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know about a new low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early. It takes only 60 seconds and could save your life. You took the first step, now take the next. Visit SaveByTheScan.org for a simple quiz to see if you're eligible and talk to your doctor about screening. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
Tonight, the Magic are back at Kia as they square off with Western Conference power Houston. Our coverage begins at 7 p.m. with Magic Tonight. Tip time is 7:30. Catch every minute on your exclusive home for Orlando Magic basketball. FM 96.9 The Game, AM 740, and streaming on the absolutely free iHeart Radio app. We wait for this moment all week. It's a party. It's a bash. It's Polapalooza.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for Bianchi's favorite time of the week. It's time to scratch the poll itch. 5 questions, all mind benders, things that we've discussed throughout the week and beyond. It's time for Polapalooza. Jaden, you know what to do. Polapalooza. Quick response on the text line. I have to get this off of my chest. BK, yesterday you were questioning whether... no, that was a different one. I like the fact that BK is finally critical of something to do with the Magic. I do find it odd how BK has been on the fence about Mosley for years, but 1 month of not great Paolo performances, and now you take a stand. The backlash might be because you have been biased in who you criticize. That is a fair, I want to say that is a fair text message I accept. However, I hold them to very, very different standards. Paolo Banchero is making star-level money. You cannot win if the guy making $50 million a year on your team doesn't play like it. I'm not sure yet if you can or can't win with Jamal Mosley as your head coach. I know for a fact that if your $50 million player isn't playing like it, you can kiss titles goodbye. So I hold them to very different standards. Paolo makes 7 times more on the season than Jamal Mosley does. They should be held to different standards.
And the NBA is a players' league. It's not a coaches' league, let's face it.
Question number 1. Do the vast majority of UCF fans owe Johnny Dawkins a public apology? Yes, absolutely. No, they have been justified in their frustration, or let's wait and see how the rest of the season goes. Those are your 3 options.
Well, first of all, the question: do the vast majority of UCF fans don't give a flying flip about basketball? The vast majority of UCF fans pay attention to the football team. And basketballs, if they're doing well, they're happy. If they're not doing well, they don't really care. All right. So, but if you ask me, do the vast number of UCF Johnny Dawkins critics of years past owe him an apology? Absolutely, yes, they do. Yes, and right now, because you don't need to see any more. Johnny Dawkins has a program that was and is near the bottom of the league in NIL payroll in the Big 12, all right? And he is competing. He's winning big games. He's going to get into the NCAA tournament this year. Johnny Dawkins is doing more with less than maybe any coach in the Big 12, so absolutely, they owe him an apology.
I could not agree more. He's been a good coach throughout his time here, up against it, going into the Big 12, the best basketball conference in the country. Now he's sitting in the middle, closer to the top than the bottom in that conference. The only teams in front of him are all some of the best teams in the country. Blown away. They owe him an apology. 60% of the vote agree that the apology is warranted. So, Johnny, if you're listening, consider this your official public apology. 23% say wait and see. 17% say that the frustration has been justified.
We're sorry, so sorry. Please accept our apology.
Thank you, Brenda. Should President Donald Trump be giving the Presidential Medal of Freedom to USA hockey goalie Connor Hellebuck if he's not going to give them to other gold medal winners? Yes, he had 41 saves, or no, not if everyone else doesn't get one. Kind of like when you would bring cookies in class or something like that. Bring a Valentine card. If you're not going to bring one for everyone, you shouldn't bring any. So which do you land on?
Quite frankly, I land on Hellebuck, nor any of the others deserve the Presidential Medal of Freedom. I mean, the Presidential Medal of Freedom was meant to honor a lifetime of civic impact, all right? It wasn't meant just because you had one game where you were hot in the net, okay? Yeah, he had one game where he was hot in the net, and he, don't get me wrong, he's a really good goaltender, but that it seems to me like this Presidential Medal of Freedom is being used as more pageantry than anything else right now. I mean, the Presidential Medal of Freedom isn't meant to honor a goalkeeper for one good game. It's meant to honor a lifetime. It's sort of a lifetime achievement award. So, no, he doesn't deserve it, nor does any other gold medalist in the Olympics.
Okay, I mean, fair take, but I'm going to say yes. President Trump is the president, and he can kind of do whatever he wants with this. It's the Presidential Medal of Freedom, so I'm good with it. 58% of the vote say yes, 41 saves. 42% agree with Mike, no, should not have been given. Poll question number 3. If the Magic were to build a statue outside of Kia Center, what should it depict? 4 options here. Pat Williams smooching the lottery ball. Jimmy Hewitt in a car driving through Orlando, I think was the one that you suggested. I wasn't sure how to minimize that for the characters. And Shaq breaking the backboard. Or Dwight Howard flying in a Superman cape. Those are the 4 options. Which do you think? I already know your vote, but could you explain it better than I did?
Well, I think you misunderstood my vote. My vote is Pat Williams and Jimmy Hewitt together as a statue.
Again, Mike, you only allowed 25 characters. Okay, so those 2 names would have taken up the whole thing.
Okay, well, if I had, I'm not voting then because Jimmy Hewitt and Pat Williams need to be a statue together, and that's the statue that should be built, because without Jimmy Hewitt, the Magic wouldn't have been here. Without Pat Williams, the Magic wouldn't have been here. So together, those 2. But if you were just going to give one, because he's so much of a bigger name, you would have to go with Pat Williams smooching the ping pong ball.
It's the most iconic image, perhaps, in Magic history. 33% of the vote on that, but that's not the winner. Shaq breaking the backboard, which I think happened in New Jersey, by the way. 40% of the vote.
How about Shaq breaking the back of the franchise when he left? Okay.
What if it was like a Southwest airplane? You get some sort of airline to sponsor it. It's a plane with Shaq waving out of the side of it.
Yeah.
On the way, one-way ticket to L.A. On to the next. By the way, the Jimmy Hewitt one got 0% of the vote because I just couldn't explain that properly.
People don't know who he is.
Yeah. Poll question number 4. I've been excited to ask this one. If you could include league play and international play, which sport overall is more popular in this country? Hockey or soccer? I think it's soccer. I could be influenced, but when you take into account at the youth level, English Premier League on major networks, MLS playing a minor factor in this, and then also the international game, World Cup, national women's soccer is massive. I think it's soccer over hockey. What do you think?
Oh, I don't even think it's close. I agree with you. I think it's soccer. There aren't a lot of youth hockey players in this country, but youth soccer is the biggest youth sport in this country, bigger than Little League Baseball, bigger than Pop Warner football. Youth soccer is the biggest youth sport, and when you talk about all the European influx and all the Latin Americans who live in America now, they are big soccer fans as well. And so I think soccer easily wins this.
And I think another component that I'm sure Jaden would agree with is the FIFA World Cup video game being one of the most popular sports games that's out there for young individuals that that's how they get into sports is through video games also. FIFA is massive. 52% of the votes say hockey, though. So a lot of recency bias there. Last one. Are donuts a breakfast food or a dessert? This is a debate that we had behind the scenes during one of our last Magic broadcasts between myself, Jaden Grimes, and our grad associate, Chrissy Birdsall. I was sort of torn up about the answer. I wound up leaning on dessert for donuts. It's a dessert that you can have for breakfast, but it's certainly more of a dessert than it is. It's fried in icing, and people have it for dessert all the time. Restaurants offer it for dessert, and you would never have it. You would never have a donut every morning.
I've never been to a restaurant where a donut was on the dessert. Hey, do you want the cheesecake? Do you want the chocolate mousse? Do you want the creme brulee, or do you want the donut? I've never been to a restaurant that had donut as a dessert. Donut is a breakfast food. You get a dozen donuts.
Mike, the only restaurant you go to is Taco Bell, okay? I'm not taking your word on this.
You go to you go to Krispy Kreme, you get a box of donuts, you take them to the office for breakfast. You don't take them for dinner.
It's a dessert. It's a dessert masquerading as breakfast. It's a dessert dressed up as breakfast.
So a muffin is too. A muffin is
a muffin is not dessert. No,
it is dessert.
A cupcake is dessert. A muffin is not.
A muffin is just a cupcake with a different name
and icing on it. That sugar compact. That's the component that makes it a dessert.
You don't have to have icing on your donuts.
70. Okay. I'd rather not live. 70% of the votes say it's a breakfast and not a dessert, you loons. That right there, Polapalooza. More game on the way after this.
Game on with Bianchi and Kravitz.
This is your Tools Ace Hardware Assist of the night. Paolo Banchero, make them sit down.
Paulo, AB, Jonathan Isaac, Javon Carter, Jet Howard out there. Banchero tries to step